Maureen, it's stuck on spinny thing again. Boofering? What's boofering?
We use a program that's quite easy to use. It's called Clickteam Fusion. It's a little bit harder than Scratch, and it's a lot easier than typing code into the computer. So it's visual programming where we can make nice, fun, positive games.
So tonight we're going to have some games, we're going to have some challenges, and then we're going to have some advice and some tips for you all.
So back in the 1990s, there was a show called Games Master, which had this disembodied head. Rest in peace, Patrick Moore. We have our own cheaper, I'd just say cheaper version.
Spinny thing again.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey up, gaming guru Grandpa here. I love this season. Christmas coming round the corner, but it's chuffing freezing. Been playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I'm all wrapped up and nice and warm, and we've got some chilly challenges based on the cold coming up. Ta-ra!
So speaking of first challenges, we have Gaming Guru Grandpa to introduce our first challenge.
So we are looking for Ben. Axel. Kieran. And Henry.
Okay guys, you guys stand by Becky, we'll just explain the game.
This game's cracking. It's a really simple game, just like the players. You only need one button to make your player jump to avoid things being hurled at you. 4 players get to win.
Okay, so we'll count them down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, second round, all to play for.
3, 2, 1. Hey!
Okay, make use of that double jump. Watch for the splashes.
2, 1.
So give a big round of applause to everyone. Everyone, go sit down. Thank you so much for playing. Another round of applause to them.
So, how do you feel?
Good.
Good. Was it difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think you were going to lose it at one point? Yeah. Well, Adam, have you got something?
You are the winner, the first winner of show 2 of the Impact Gamers Golden Joystick. Joypad. Well done, treasure that. And well done.
So, when we have larger games, sometimes we have to use a team of people to build the game with lots of different skills.
So this is one of the people that we like at Impact Gamers. He's a great guy and he knows loads about comics. This is Mike's take on good and bad characters.
I'm Mike McKenny. I'm author of this book, The Marvel Studios Phenomenon, and I really like comic books and comic book characters. Okay, my favourite comic book character at the minute is Kamala Khan, who is Ms. Marvel, and she's my favourite because she's young and new and exciting and fresh. Sometimes you can tell a lot about a character's abilities from their appearance, like the Hulk, who is very, very strong and muscular, or Captain America, who is very heroic and often stands like this, or smaller characters like Spider-Man, who not only looks like a spider but is small so he can jump around and he's very agile. The colour that a character wears often tells you a lot about their character. So we've got here two characters very similar. Spider-Man wears red and blue, just like Captain America, shows that he's a good guy. Venom, on the other hand, is really dark, sometimes black, here really dark purple, which you might recognise from the character of Magneto, who also wears purple, as do many others. So, you're making your own characters. You want to think about how they're going to look and how that is represented in their abilities. So they're going to be strong and big, like the Hulk. Are you going to do a fast character, and you might want to do them a little skinnier? What kind of colour are you going to give them? Remember, reds and blues are associated with the heroes, blacks, purples associated with the villains. To create their characters, I would say trust yourself and back yourself, and remember that someone like one of my favourite artists, Adrian Alphona, who draws Ms. Marvel, Kamala Khan, is brilliant with years and years of practice. And he started off just being able to draw little bits. So when you draw your own character that you've created, just be happy with that. You can always come back to it later. Be inspired by artists like Adrian, but create your own work.
So, our next game is Race to the Moon. So, could Jake Owen, Max, and Taylor.
Just go to Mike. Just
Oh, like 1960s all over again. The challenge is Race to the Moon. One button to blast off, and hold it down as you try and avoid the asteroids. Fastest to the moon gets the prize. Go Buzz Lightyear!
right. Okay. We're going to pair you off. The fastest to the moon plays in the final with somebody else. So the first two names were, was it Jake and Owen?
Yep.
So the other two just want to sit back here on this to boost, and you've got to dodge the asteroids. If you go off the screen, keep the blue button held on, and you're likely to catch up. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Try and steady the moon. Quite easy run. left and right. We'll count you in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Okay, so we've got a final between Taylor and Owen, is that right? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Fantastic. I completely forgot what we're doing next. Oh, okay. Making a game, so I'm not on camera. Making a game is complicated and it's difficult and there's lots of new things to learn. So the Gaming Guru Grandpa is going to introduce us. Yeah, it's the squatting position. This is what that people do on YouTube. Have you not seen? So they get into the picture. And he's a taller co-host with shorter legs. Okay, so Gaming Guru Grandpa is going to try and explain about variables in his own special way.
Let me share some of my coding expertise with the likes of you lot. To store data in your programs, you make variables to keep them in. Just like Maureen keeps the leftover spaghetti, and I keep my fishing worms or yarn in these tubs. Nay fear lad, we label them clearly. In Fusion they call the tubs, variables, values. Alterable values. There's two types of tubs, values. Plain values, these are for storing numbers, any number. The other is for string, not like yarn. It's for letters and words. That's a programming word, string. And you don't want to get these confused, like I don't want my leftover spaghetti mixed up with my worms. If you add a number value like 1 to another number value like 2, you get 3. If you added a programming string 1 with another of 2, you'd have 12. You can have global ones, so they work over the whole game, stored in the application properties, like your score. Or you can use objects, such as counters for values and strings for your frame. Or each active object will carry its own alterable values and strings A to Z. Hope that clears that up. I'm off now to eat some worms. What, Maureen? Have you been moving my tub lids again? I'll end up with worms. Then I'll need my tablets and my tub lids. Oh!
That might not have cleared it up at all. Becky, do you want to introduce the next game?
So, our next game is ski jump. Have we got Megan around for ski jump?
Give her a round of applause!
Not even Sunday and I'm thinking about skiing. In this ski jump game, you get to fire down the ramp and into the air. Use your speed accordingly to get the biggest distance. Look at me, I'm Eddie the Sparrow Edwards.
Right, okay. Leave that there. We have a high score to beat. Have you already beat it? Oh, confident. Okay. Do you think you can beat it within 2 attempts with this crowd? Not so confident. Okay, we're looking for 200,000 score. Okay? Round of applause. I'm not sure it'll be as good. We'll go again. Is it enough? How do you feel now? Sorry? Normal! Yeah! So, Becky. Whoa! So, Becky, do you want to know how to make a platform game?
Yes, please.
So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can make your own platform game. A platform game is a game where you travel from platform to platform to get to the end point, to the goal, like in Mario or Sonic. Now we use Clickteam Fusion in Impact Gamers, and so I'm going to show you on the free edition how you can make a platform game. If you haven't got Clickteam Fusion, then just download it from the Clickteam website just here, and there's links on there straight to the free edition. So when you open it up, you need to start a new application to make your new game. So file and new, there it is, and here it is in its levels. Now it calls these frames, and this is the storyboard editor we're in. Now we're going to go into the first frame editor in a second, but before that I actually want my game to be a little bit bigger because 640 by 480 is quite small. And so if I click on the application and if I go down, and you'll see if I left click it's a red circle, if I right click it's a blue circle, if I double click it's double red. I don't think I can double right click, but yes, double right click, 2 circles. So I'm using left click a lot, but I will use right click later, and I'll let you know when that's important. So I've clicked on my application, I've got the application properties up, and I want to change the window size. It's 640 by 480, I'm going to change it to 1024 by 768, a little bit bigger. Right, once I click on that, nothing happens, but if I click on something else, it will ask me if I want to modify the size of the frames. That's my levels, that's these things here, so that they're the same. Yes, and there we go. Now, to get into the frame editor, I can't yet until I select which frame I want. Want this one? Now I can. So the grey area around the outside is the things that are outside of my game, and the white area is anything inside my game, and this is my first level called frame 1. I'm going to insert a new object, and this is going to be the player. So insert new object, active because it moves about, okay, drop it down, and just to help myself out, in its properties I'm going to change the name in its about. I'm going to call it player. Great. Oh, got caps lock on. Doesn't matter. So I want it to move, and at the moment if I run the application, if I run the game, I can press any buttons I like. It's not going to move because I haven't told it its movement type. It's currently static. So if I've got it selected, the properties, go to player, I can change it from static, and I'm going to choose basic platform. You can have a physics platform movement. Lots of people make their own platform movements for Clickteam Fusion, but I'm just going to show you the basic platform movement. Now if I try it, now if I move left or right, there we go, and shift is button 1 at the moment, and there you go, there I am jumping along. That jump strength is rubbish. Let me change it to maximum. Let's try that. Try movement. That's much better. But when I run my application, you'll find I fall through the floor. There are no platforms underneath me. Even though when I tried the movement it stopped me, I need to tell it to stop. So first of all, I'm going to add in something to be my platform. And this isn't an active object. If I insert a new object, this is actually called backdrop. So I click to put it down, and I'm going to click once so that I can resize it, move it to about that size. Now I'm going to double click which allows me to edit the picture. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to make it green like grass. Now I need to tell it in its runtime options what it is. Currently it's not any type of thing for my platform game, but I'm going to make it a platform. Now if I run it, I'm still going to fall through it because I need to do one final thing, which is in the event editor. I need to add an event, a condition of what should happen when the player hits the backdrop. Let's rename that as well. I'm going to, at that time I right clicked on it to get to the rename platform, not in uppercase. So I go to the event editor, and it works on a grid system. So I want a new condition, and it's to do with my player, and I'm going to say if it collides with the backdrop. So player collides with the backdrop, and underneath the player I want to say something affects this object with this condition. So I right click. This is a time. Right click for ticks. Repeat after me. Right click for a tick. I add a tick in here of something's going to happen. So I right click. It's the blue circle. I right click, and I want to say that its movement, it stops. If I left clicked or left, nothing happens. If I double click, I end up in this editor, the event list editor. We're not using that today, so just click back onto the event editor if that happens. So, got my first condition in, stop. If I run the application, there we go, ta-da, I've stopped. Now to make it very exciting, I'm going to go back to the frame editor, and I'm going to add some more platforms in. And because platforms behave in a certain way, it means I can jump. Oh, boo, they're just too high. I should be able to jump through one platform to another. Yeah, there we go. Woo, very happy. But if platforms are further away, we're going to need a ladder. So I'm going to insert a new object, backdrop again, and this time I'm going to edit it and make it a more laddery colour. Yes, that's the exact colour of a ladder. I'm going to click on it once to get those boxes, pull it down, and I'm going to change it to ladder. Okay, maybe I'll add another one here to make it a bit more exciting, and a platform here and here. Okay, move that. Actually, I'm going to move that there. So if I run my application now, I've got my ladders, so I can go up and down on my ladders. Now, see, my ladder ends there, so I don't go any higher. I have to jump to get on there. And now I can't go down because the ladder doesn't go through the platform, but here the ladder does, so I can go up and down to my heart's content. Very good. Right. You might have noticed I can make things obstacles as well when I add backdrops, but I'm going to add an enemy in now, and they're going to move about, so they're going to be active. So I'm going to put them down, and the nemesis to the turquoise diamond, yes, obviously the red diamond. So I'm just going to fill this in red. There we go. And its movement's static. If I run the application, it doesn't move at all. Now I'm going to set its movement, and for platform games, the normal movement that you see on platform games is something called path movement. They follow a set path set out. We need to edit it to create it, and I can draw a new line by left clicking, and it draws a new line. Now I'm just going to do that straighter. Now if I want to add to it, I can add another new line, and at save time I can right click. So I'm right clicking now, the blue circles, and I can add lots of things in, or I can do something called tape, where I click and hold and it will follow it around. I don't want any of those, so I'm going to actually draw a box around all these and press delete, and those, and press delete. So if I play the movement, if I try it, there we go, I move to the side, great, stop. I want it to repeat that, and I want it to reverse, and I want it to go slower, so I'm going to select both of those nodes, they're called, those little squares. I'm going to say move about 8. Now try. Yep, maybe a bit too slow, maybe something like 21. Great. Okay, now I'm going to add this enemy in a few places. Great. And I'm also going to insert some lives. Now I've already got lives, but I need something to show it, so this live object shows my lives. Now I need a new condition, so in the event editor, a new condition. If I can left click or right click to get this. If I collide with another object, the baddie, I haven't named it. If the player collides with the baddie, well, let's name it just to make it better. Baddie. So If we collide, then I want to lose a life. And the lives are actually stored in the player 1 object here. So not here. That shows the lives, but the player 1 objects hold lives. So right click for a tick. Number of lives, subtract from number of lives, or 1. Okay, let's run this. There you go. Lost a life, lost a life, lost a life. I'm still alive because I haven't set any rules to it. So a new condition. Under the player, when the lives reach 0, I might as well destroy myself. That's a quick way for you to stop a player being able to play in the game. So 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, dead. Right, let's set a goal for this game. So I'm going to insert a new object, and let's do that lovely colour of gold, which is orange for everybody else. That's a horrible colour. Still as horrible, and that can be the goal. That can be what we're aiming for in the game. Goal. I might need to make it so it's possible to get to the goal. That'll do. And so I need to set a new rule, new condition. Left click or right click on that. Left click or right click for this collision with another object with a goal. I'm right clicking for a tick. I want to go to the next level. There is no next level, so I'll just finish. So here we go. Ooh, watch out. Yay, fantastic. Now if you want to be a bit more advanced than that, you can do as much as you like, but if you want to make the whole thing a bit longer, most platformers scroll through the level. What you can do is on your frame, that's the level, you can change its settings. You can make the size of it bigger than the actual game. So I'm going to just make it 10 times longer. And so if we look here, it's now really, really long. If I zoom out, there you go, really, really long. And to mean that I don't fall off the end of the frame, that things actually follow through. So I hit it. But if I let's just move out of the way, I don't want to delete it. If I do this, I can now go off the end of the frame, which is not what we want. We want the level to follow. So we just need to set one more rule, and then we'll have our game finished. A new condition, and it's a special one. It's always, and it's to do with the storyboard. It always, in the scrolling, center the horizontal position of window in frame. Yep, that's it. And we want where? Well, it's to do with our character, and we want it to be its position and its X position because that's horizontal. Now if we run the frame, as I move along, it moves along too. So there we go. I hope you have fun making your own platformer in Clickteam Fusion. If you need any help, you can contact us on the impactgamers.net website. Enjoy!
Our next game is Frozen Power. So have we got Jake and Matt ready to play?
It's a parent and child challenge. Do you want to just...
Come on here. Come on.
This game is called Frozen Power. It's another co-op game, so you need to work really well together. You've got to move around the screen, avoiding the ice, and collecting as many coins as you can. Once you're both frozen, you're out. That's it. Game over. If one of you freezes, you must rescue your friend. Frozen Power? It's a bit of a silly name, really. I tell the youth all the time, they don't know what frozen is. I grew up cold. Cold every day. I had no power, but they say, let it go. Try and beat that high score. Best of luck to you. I believe in you.
Where you've got to work together to get through the game. Have we got a high score, Adam?
Yeah. What's your high score you want to beat today?
111. So that's the aim, is to get past 111.
Right. Press green when you're ready. Lots of cheering. Oh, maybe. That's up here, communication. Watch out! Nearly halfway! Come over to Beckie.
Well done, guys. So you got 172 in the end.
Well, I tricked him.
You tricked him?
Yeah, it was actually 181.
Your high score was actually 181.
Yeah, it's the programmers. You can't get programmers nowadays. So, do you want to hand them their award?
Here we are.
You have to share it.
Take it.
Me.
You.
Thank you very much.
Gaming Guru Grandpa often has lots of questions, and we've now got a video of him answering one of those questions.
Hey up!
Guru, how can I make my enemies chase me in games?
There's a few ways to make your characters look like they know what they're doing. The simplest is to set the character movement in its properties to bouncing ball. Make it bounce when it hits a wall or obstacle, limit its directions, lower its security, and raise its randomizer to make it look like it's got a mind of its own. If you want to get a bit smarter, you can set the enemy to keep track of how far it is away from the player. Have an always condition to set an alterable value of enemy to be the distance to the player. Then, have a condition that when the player is close enough to the enemy, it looks at it. You can change the movement on the enemy to add some deceleration, so it doesn't always run. Then, have random counters of the variables to make the enemy change speed and change direction randomly. Hey, look at him, the excited little chappie. Because alterable variables are specific to each object, you can add as many as you like to the game. You can download the example from this website. Hey! Oh no, run! Player one, run!
Yeah, okay, thanks.
So, next game is Space Battle. So, have we got Daniel and Connor there to play Space Battle?
This amazing versus game was made by someone who taught him Sen on his Todd. Genius! Set in the cold, dark space, you collect stars to power up your craft. You then make your opponent freeze, raise your shield, or shoot to destroy them and win the game. The survivor wins. Happy blasting!
Just say. So, your blue button will fire a bullet. That's 5 points, 5 stars you have to collect. To raise your shield for 5 seconds, that's yellow button, 20 points. And green button will actually slow your opponent down for a few seconds. Okay, you'll be on the left, you'll be flying the white spaceship, and you'll be on the right flying the black spaceship. Does it make sense? Okay, someone press the blue button to start. So save up your points and then you can launch an attack. Remember, you can use yellow and green to slow down and to raise your shields. Ooh, hit on the shield. Oh! I'm not sure what happened, but 2 bullets went through the shield there. I'm not the computer, but we have a winner. Okay, come on round. Well done, you did very well.
Well done. How does that feel?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Okay, great.
So, have we got? We've got golden joystick for you. Can we give a round of applause?
But first of all, we're just going to watch a video review.
For my games review, I am looking at Trackmania Nations Forever. There are a few Trackmania games, some are free demos. This one is free and is part of a full game, Trackmania Forever. In this game, you can only drive racing cars in a stadium. In the game, you can play online against others or offline against a computer. This game is great because there are loads of tracks to unlock with some very crazy stunts. But not just that, you can paint and add stickers to a car to make your own designs. What do you think of this one? And the best part of Trackmania is that you can build tracks. Use the basic editor first to get a feel for things and used to which way things go. Then on the advanced editor you can add lots of different tracks, ramps, beasts and buildings. Look at this blimp. I'm going to build a ramp over it. This game is for PC and it is quite old, from 2008, so your PC doesn't have to be very new to play it. Download it from the website or Steam. Have fun racing!
If you're interested in making games and you're not able to come to an Impact Gamers Club and make your own games from scratch, there's loads of games which you can build onto the games themselves. Well, our final challenge of this evening. You sad?
Yeah.
Had fun?
Yeah.
Everyone else had fun? Yeah! Good. Especially those with the people with the golden joypads especially had fun. This game, we've got 4 volunteers. Do you want to call them out?
We've got Toby, Jake, Maximus, and Corbin.
Right, come on up. Gather round, maybe in height order. Go to the front toes. Come around here. Gaming Guru Grandpa is going to give his ever so clear explanation as always to this game.
Nice to see you again. This game is a lot of fun. Snowwhere to be seen. Can you spot the other players in a dance of snowmen? Throw your snowball to eliminate them. Last one in wins. I'm walking in the air. I used to sing that song in soprano. Well, that was before I had an accident with my snowballs.
Ask your parents about that when you're older. Right, okay, I'm just giving these guys a coloured sticker so that we know which player they are. 4 snowmen hiding between other snowmen. You're all playing at the same time. You all get to throw a snowball. Now, to throw a snowball, it's a double tap. So if you're moving forwards, stop moving forwards and press it again. So holding left, then tap left again, you'll throw a snowball left. Holding right, tap right again, and you'll throw it right. Does that make sense? A little bit. Okay. Now, you can only throw a snowball every 3 seconds. You have a recharge meter. Okay? So I would recommend hiding it first, then practicing a throw, and then going up. Seems okay. Now press down. Your child is here, start cheering. No! All your parents have left you! You've won! game testers, come on out. And Coburn, you get yourself a very angular but beautiful Impact Gamers Award. Give them a round of applause. Thank you guys. Sorry. You do. Maximus does have a trophy. Watch the first episode and you'll see him do some amazing work on Rubbish Can Fly game. Well, that brings us pretty much to the end.
Oh no!
But it doesn't need to be the end.
Yeah!
No, we'll be around here for a few more minutes, but also you can sign up. If you see Connor at the front desk on the way out and give him the details of a child between 7 and 15 who would like to come to an Impact Gamers group to learn how to make games like this. We start off at any level and it's a lot of fun. We're running taster sessions in December. So there's one more person who needs to say goodbye.
Me.
Not you!
Yeah. Bye.
Who is it, Becky?
Could it be Gaming Guru Grandpa?
Until next time. Bye for now.
Ooh.